Hi, this is SJ Talks from Life coming back at you with another video. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, and then after I play this clip, then I'll come back with my commentary.
To help him stop the bleeding as police grabbed the guy who they say shot him. And now we're hearing from one of those good Samaritans. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ken Rice. Tonight, that state trooper is recovering. The suspect is in jail, and people are remembering an infamous local murder case that same suspect was involved in years ago. More on that in a moment. First, though, to Jessica Guay, live in Aliquippa with new information and what bystanders did to help and what they're saying about it tonight. Jess.
Ken, yeah, bystanders really jumped into action to get Trooper Johnny Schooley out of the mini mart and then helped him stop the bleeding from the gunshot wound to his leg, while others who were still inside helped restrain the suspect. Matthew Weekly was near the Franklin Mini Mart in Aliquippa when he heard a gunshot.
Not too long after he heard the shot, they brought the trooper out. You know, he was just bleeding, and we tended to him.
He and other good Samaritans
Isn't that
didn't
wonderful?
hesitate to help State Trooper Johnny Schooley.
This is amazing.
The cell phone video shows them using the shirts off their backs to create a tourniquet on the trooper's leg as he was losing a lot of blood.
They like, man, he needed a shirt. I took the shirt and we made tourniquets
Oh,
for him. He was just wrapping stuff around his leg. He was directing us.
see that?
Wrapping around my leg. He like needed tighter or something, man. You know, we
That's wonderful.
The ambulance, it ain't come for a while.
Trooper Schooley and his partner, Trooper Sean Palmer, from the State Police Beaver Station, were on a routine patrol when they noticed a disturbance at the mini mart. In the criminal complaint, it says Damian Bradford was threatening people with a pistol before the troopers intervened. Investigators say Bradford violently struggled with them as they were trying to restrain him. When he shot Trooper Schooley, they disarmed Bradford. Then he tried to take Trooper Palmer's gun and taser. Bystanders helped him restrain Bradford. Weekly never thought he'd help a state trooper.
He a human, man. Like I ain't really tripping, man. Like he a cop. I dealt with cops. I dealt with cops all my life. I've been on the wrong side. You know, I'm on the good side now. So it's like it really wasn't nothing. We got some babies at home waiting for him too, as well as me.
Bradford is facing 13 charges, including attempted homicide.
Aww.
I want to thank the citizens of Aliquippa, several of which came to the aid of our troopers. This sense of community and support of our police departments must overcome the sense of fear that the gun violence produces.
So Trooper Schooley is still in the hospital. Sources tell KDKA that he underwent at least one surgery and that the bullet went through his leg as...
Isn't that wonderful? Oh, that is amazing. Isn't that wonderful? I was watching another YouTuber and she was showing that, and I wonder. I don't understand why this didn't make mainstream news. I'm not exactly clear as to why this did not make mainstream news. That it was kind of under the radar like this, and this is something that should have been on mainstream news, because well, they always trying to push a narrative with black people anyway. They always try to make it seem like we're all bad people and we commit crimes all the time. But this is amazing. Jen O did a video where she's showed that, and showed some white people talking about it, and some black people. The black people that she had on there said that they shouldn't have been helping him, and and the white people saying, well, they're happy that they helped him, and they thanked them, and that's American and all this kind of stuff. And um, I don't know, to the black people, um, I know the relationship between cops and black people is very bad in this country. There's a lot of police brutality and police shootings of black men and women, because it happens to women too. And black people will have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the police. But I'm going to go on record in saying this. Not all police are bad. There's good police in my city, True story. I got stopped a couple. I did get profiled one time, and I told that story on here. But they do have the tendency to profile, which I don't like. But there are some good cops around here. I've been stopped a couple of times because I was riding dirty. Didn't renew my tags in time, and I got stopped. I actually got stopped 3 times. And the 2 times that I got stopped, the two first time I got stopped, um, the cops let me go. Say, well, just go ahead and um, get it taken care of as soon as you can. And then the other time I got stopped, and that was on a different side of town, and he didn't let me slide when I just went on and took the L on that one. So there are good cops. There are good cops out here. I've been stopped by good cops. Like I said, I did get profiled one time, and I was very upset about that. But for the most part, there are good cops out here, and they're not all bad. You know, I think if you talk to police with respect, I find that I talk to the police officers with respect, and I fully comply. I talk to them with respect, and most of the time, that's really what they want you to do. Now there are some racist cops, and no matter what you do, there's some racist cops out here. There are, but not all of them are racist, and I think that's something that Black people need to understand. That not all cops are bad. There are really some good cops out here. Um, I don't know if Black people gonna get mad at me for saying that or not, but it's a fact. It's true. I've encountered good police officers, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're all bad. You know. Now, another point that I want to make in this video is that those wonderful, amazing Black men that came to the aid of that state trooper, that took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage because the other police officers that came on the scene could have thought that he was attacking the officer, could have started shooting. I think that took an extreme amount of courage for them to help this officer. It showed a great sense of humanity. They was able to put their biasness that they may have for the police aside and see an actual human being there that was in need of some medical assistance. I would have done the same thing. I think they was able, and I'm sure that you heard what the young man said, he's had encounters. They was able to put their biasness about the police aside and help this man. So I just think that's wonderful. That's amazing. And to the divestors out there, tell me again how all Black men are bad. Tell me again how all of them are bad. Tell me again. I think not. So people are not bad or good because of their gender and their race. There's good people and bad people in every gender and every race. And this narrative that all Black men are bad and all Black women are bad is just ridiculous. So there are some amazing Black men out there that are good-hearted and caring and good fathers, good husbands, good leaders. We do have some good Black men in our community, and so we need to not be painting that narrative. Black women need to not be out here on social media painting that narrative that all Black men are bad, because they're not. So I think that video speaks volumes. It's really sad that didn't hit the mainstream news, because the media is something else. The media wants to paint this image of Black people always committing crimes all the time and doing bad things. It doesn't fit the media's narrative, but this should have made nationwide news. It really should have. I've heard of stories where this Black man saved this little white girl from somebody was trying to kidnap her. I think it was either a Black man or a young Black boy, and I heard a white girl was being kidnapped was in a basement or something, and she was calling out, and the black man. This was a few years ago, and the black man saved her. So there's all kind of amazing stories out here of black, and there's amazing stories of black women helping people as well. So there are amazing stories of black people helping other people, white people, black people, whatever, so I've helped people, and and I think that shows compassion, it shows humanity. That's what God wants us to do. He wants us. Exactly what He wants us to do. He wants us to help one another, love one another, be kind to one another, and stop always focusing on race all the time. He wants us to help, and then there's cases of white folks helping black people. I've had white people. True story. I got a true story. Me and my friend, we used to ride around in her boyfriend's old truck, and that truck was always breaking down on us all the time. And one time it broke down in the hood, and all the black people just kind of rolled past us and looked at us like we was crazy. And then finally, a couple of white guys came along and they helped us. The black people looked at us like we was crazy and just kept going. And the white people helped us. I said, me and her just looked at each other. She said, that's a shame. Our own people didn't want to. I said, that's a shame. I said, that's a shame. And so it's another situation to where one time, to make a long story short, I was out to the Meijer store. I was working third shift and went into the Meijer store to do some shopping. My van doors literally got frozen, and I got frozen out of my doors. I couldn't get in contact with my mechanic at the time. A couple of nice, kind white guys came and helped me. They went into the store and got that unfreeze the lock, and they unfroze the lock for me. I said, oh, thank you so much. God bless you. And yes, those men, 2 white guys, they were so kind. I was locked out of my van with a cart full of groceries. So, and it was 2 white guys that came and helped me. So white people help black people help white people. There's kind people all over the world. There's kind people. Not all white people are bad. Not all black people are bad. There are bad people and good people in all races. So what we need to learn to do is judge people by the content of their character. That's what we need to learn to do. Judge people by the content of their character. Don't judge people by their race. Judge people by the content of their character. And when you do that, you can never go wrong. I judge people by the content of their character. I don't judge people by their race. But I think this is an amazing story. Let me know in the comment section if you heard of this story. This is a wonderful story of humanity. It shows humanity. People seeing a man that it was in medical need and they stepped in to help. That's amazing and that's wonderful. I commend these brothers, love these brothers, and I take my hat off to them. We all need to learn from these guys. And black people, stop saying that he shouldn't have helped that man. They did the right thing. All right. Hit the like button. Oh, I hope that y'all, they don't come for me. Don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for me. Hit the subscribe and share notification. You know the protocol, and be blessed.